Okay? Repeat after me. Let it go. No, don't look at me like that. Repeat after me. Let it go. And move on. Let's talk about it. Today we're going to be talking about letting it go and moving on. As humans, we tend to not like change. We're creatures of habit. We like things comfortable. We like things familiar, like be around people that we know, people that we're known of. But like anything, when we talk about change in season and going towards our destiny, sometimes God closes a chapter in our life in order to open another chapter. And when that season changes, we must understand that some things can't go with us. And those things that can't go with us, we must let it go. Yes, we're comfortable with them. Yes, we know them well. Yes, they know us very well. But sometimes it's either people or places, sometimes it's things that just can't go with us, and we have to let it go. And sometimes those things or those people will let us go. Now, we don't like that because when we're rejected, it feels as if people have betrayed us. It feels as if things have gone wrong and we don't understand what's really happening. And then we get grudges and we get bitter and all kinds of things happen. But let me tell you this, God is in control of everything. And instead of getting upset with the people and the things that happened to us in that old chapter, maybe we should ask God what is actually happening in our lives. And sometimes when we look at it, we'll see that what he's doing, he's moving us from the old and bringing us into the new. We can see this as an example in the book of Joshua, where Joshua is leading the children of Israel into the promised land. And God says to Joshua, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now I want you to lead these folks into the land that I promised them. So Moses died. They had to let him go. Moses was a great prophet, great man of God, someone that brought them from Egypt into the wilderness to the precipice of the promised land. But now Joshua is going to be the new leader. And they would have to embrace Joshua as much as they embraced Moses. But Joshua was going to be another type of leader, and his type of leadership was going to bring them and help them conquer the promised land. And so they had to embrace that. And so Joshua also had to embrace the fact that he was going to lead these people that were used to and that were familiar with the voice of Moses. But God promised him the same way he was with Moses, he's going to be with him also. So it is in our life. When God closes a chapter, the same God that was with you in the old chapter, when you conquered that mountain, when you got that new job, when you got that new spouse, when you had that first child, all the things that you prayed for and asked for and God blessed you and came through, that's the same God that's going with you in the new chapter. Now that transition, it may feel a little funny. You may feel like, God, where exactly are you right now? And he may get a little quiet because at this point in time, he's walking you through that transitional period. And at that point, he wants you to know that you can trust him. And sometimes God gets silent so that your faith can be in him and him alone. And so you must understand that instead of getting mad at the people in the old life and the people that reject you in that old chapter, say, you know what? It was good for me to be afflicted because I needed to let them go. And because it was so hard for me to do that, God let them let me go. And so when we do that and get into this new chapter, we understand that God has got a new place for us to go. Some new challenges, some new blessings, some new things that we want to learn of him and from him. He wants to bring us closer to our destiny, to our purpose. And so when he does that, we can thank God and give glory to God because he sees us and he knows what he's trying to do. As he said in Jeremiah 29:11, that he has that end in store for us. And so it's not one of hardship and bitterness and anything like that. He has that proper end for us. And so you got to understand that God has that certain end and he's working for your good. So at whatever place in a season you are in your life right now, Don't be bitter. Get better. Don't be mad at the people who rejected you, because they're just tools in the hand of God. Just like with Joseph. Joseph said to his brothers that sold him several years before into slavery, he said, you didn't send me here. God sent me here to save your life. And so at the end of the day, God sent you to this new place, this new chapter. So you don't have to be mad at anyone. You don't have to hold a grudge with anyone. It was part of your destiny, and they helped you get there to it. So God bless you. Please remember, like, subscribe, and comment below. I'll see you next time.